Hello all and welcome to today's little gameplay slash review thing, which is of Towns, which has just been released on Steam via Greenlight, which is the user voting thing where Steam users can vote for games that they want to see released. And Towns is a isometric town building slash dungeon exploring game. And bear with me, let's pick up these apples. And basically, similar to many games I'm sure you played, you want to start by building a town, getting your villagers or townies, collecting resources, building various buildings. What have we got? I've got a masonry here, carpentry here, the usual kind of sitch that you expect when you play these games. Any town building game, basically. Forges, etc., etc. So people are collecting food, farming here, turning it into bread in the bakery, feeding each other, yada yada yada, as you'd expect. I'll run through the controls quickly. At the bottom you can see we've got, these are sort of the collection things, like harvest, get wood, dig holes and mine, which I'll get onto in a sec. And then these two are make stockpiles. You can see stockpiles here. I've got a food stockpile, weapons, armor stockpile. I want to say this is raw materials, but I'm not 100%. And this is zones, which are making like personal rooms, bakeries, dining rooms, etc. On the right over here we can make specific things, like you can see this is, for example, this dining room is made of a load of stone walls, some stone tables, and some wooden and bone candlesticks, and essentially, let's have a little closer look. It shows you things you can build, what rooms they go in, and what you need to build them. So at the start of the game you're sort of working your way through these, building your town up until, I think at the start you're sort of aiming to find iron, and then once you found iron you can build the forge, which means you get a kind of legit kitchen, which is where I've just got to in this map anyway, which is where you can start feeding people a bit more seriously. You start with 11 villagers, but a load of mine died, but after making some personal rooms and actually making people happy, I got quite a few immigrants, and then you can make various equipment to equip them, and also find some in the dungeons. Dungeons are well, I guess this game isn't unique, but what makes this game slightly more unique than others, because I'll scroll up first, and there you can see over here it's gone up to 9, and I'll go down again. Okay, so the game sort of split into layers, and there's different stuff on each layer. Above ground is pretty standard. All the buildings you can make on any level above ground. You can actually make them below ground as well. But where the game gets interesting is below ground, and here you can see your dungeons, and you can send your townsfolk down here. You can turn them into soldiers and send them to patrol the dungeons, but the best way to do it is actually, if I can find my village, to build a tavern, which you can see here, a tavern with tavern rooms, and then heroes immigrate into your town and they go explore the dungeon for you, which is a pretty neat feature, and they level up and go crazy, and happily for me they found some iron for me here, and they're now in the layer below. See if I can find any of them fighting. Yeah, here's a dude. Oh dear. Hopefully, let's hope he's not about to die horribly. Come on, the pressure's on. You're being videoed, dude. Severely wounded. This is awkward. Yeah, he's bailing hard. So yeah, he's exploring my dungeon for me, finding patches of iron, which is nice, and cool loot. So that's kind of the stage I'm at the moment. This game is an alpha, and I've seen some people moaning that it doesn't feel finished, and it feels a bit blotchy, is what someone said or something. But yeah, bear in mind it's an alpha. It's quite cheap though. I think it's only like $10 or something like that. You can get it on Steam, Gamersgate, Desura, all the usual places. So yeah, it's if it was just a town building game, I'd say it was pretty average, but the dungeons and the sort of hero exploring down below makes it more interesting. It's kind of boring for me to just sit here showing you a hero exploring a dungeon, but it's kind of satisfying building stuff up, and I'm hoping to have some more videos coming up soon, because at the moment my little town is pretty pathetic. I haven't got any roofs or anything, but working on that, so maybe I'll have some more stuff coming up soon on towns, but for now, that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, see ya.